on. Hey, what is up? What is up? This is another day, another dollar. Well, not for niggas. 10 cents to the dollar. This is the No I Don't Know TV series, podcast, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it. Yes, I am back and I am black. We black. Even though we ain't supposed to be calling ourselves that, but I still gotta say it. I just want to say, just give yourselves a hand. Give yourselves a hand, y'all. God damn. Man. Hey. You know I got it, man. Hey. What is going on? Oh, man. I just wanted to sing y'all something. Ooh. Oh. This goes out to all y'all bitches and bitch ass niggas. I know you chillin' at home. You just wanna get boned. Bitch, you gotta pay your bills. 'Cause I'm gonna give you thrills. I just want you to sit back and relax and take this dick. And you gon' love it tonight. I just wanna have a good time. 'Cause I got bills to pay, bitch. And so do you. So let's do what we came to do, bitch. I don't wanna waste no time acting like I don't have to grind. I don't wanna hear the bumping gums. Bitch, you know you a fucking bomb. Don't act like you don't know. And you know our relationship will grow if you do what I want to do. You will be my boo, bitch. Hey, I was feeling that shit. I'm about to make a cut out of that shit. I'm about to go to the studio. Hey, where y'all record labels at? Sign me, nigga. I got skills. Yeah. Let me turn this clown ass shit down. But anyway, I just thought, oh man, let me turn that shit at. Now I gotta turn this clown ass shit down. But anyway, man, what is going on? Oh man, did Jesus come back? God damn, we missed that nigga again. God damn, I thought we was gonna find this nigga. Man, find him somewhere. I know that nigga. I know where he at. He out here in Vegas, man. He on the west side. Nigga probably doing miracles. He probably turning water into wine right now. But anyway, for all you niggas that's at church, that shit. Yeah, I know y'all niggas is out there, and it ain't nothing wrong with that, because I do believe in the power of prayer. I just do not believe in the power of organized religion, except in the cases of the nations of God and earth and the nation of Islam. You know, anybody that know me, hey, I got much love and respect for them brothers, because they stay educated, they stay humble, and they will defend exactly who their teacher is, and they stand on it and they firm on it. But anyway, so I guess you could call me a little biased. You know, but give yourselves a hand. For all you other religions out there, give yourselves a hand. You know, I respect each and every religious belief and faith. You know, if that's your belief system, then more power to you. But me personally, I'm walking a different type of journey. As Robert Frost would say, 2 roads diverge in the yellow woods, and I took the one less traveled. Oh yeah, nigga get a little deep sometimes, you know. Yeah, I ain't reading no script, nigga. But anyway, hey, I'm just about to get right into it. I spent the whole about 5 minutes bullshitting and singing. You know, I'm just trying to work on my vocal skills. I'm thinking about getting in the studio and recording an album, and the album is gonna be the title of the album is gonna be "Bitch, You Know You Owe Me Some Money," and then in the back it's gonna be standing there with my hand out, and in the back of the cover it's gonna be a bitch there with like 5 different kids type shit. I'm still working on what the title. You know, I like that title. Bitch, you know you owe me some money. But anyway, man, I want to talk about some more serious shit. Erica Thomas. Oh, man, I watched the video and she crying and all this bullshit. Bitch, stand up and fight. Stop all this crying, man. Why do we want to get on social media and, oh, Lord, it told me to go back to my country and all this bullshit, man. God damn. That's why, look, man, hey, I'm loving the fact that Donald Trump is kicking these motherfuckers' asses, because it's showing exactly what people are really made of. We got more John Lewises than Malcolm X's and people that really gonna stand up and go toe to toe and say how they really feel. Well, why everybody want to get on TV? Now, she's a lawmaker. Now, I didn't really get a chance. I know she was a lawmaker and she was looking up. I mean, she makes laws in let's see where she makes laws at. In Georgia. So she's a state representative of District 39. So she's a state district representative. I was reading that shit on Twitter and I was like, but bitch, you don't get on camera crying and telling your story. It's almost like, I just remember when I was watching the Nipsey Hussle shit and it had to be a sister. Don't tell me they killed Nip. Oh my God, they didn't kill Nip. They didn't kill Nip. Like, what are you doing? Why do we have to get so emotional? This is how they beat us. This is why every week you better go get this book. A compensatory counter-racist code. Go get it. I always forget the title and the name of it, but there's one thing that sticks out to me over and over again, as our brother Neely Fuller Jr. tells us, our elder. The racial showcasing confusion. They give niggas nigga trinkets, and then the nigga that got the nigga trinkets go tell all other niggas, pull yourself out by the bootstraps. I made it, you can make it. That Obama's bullshit. Well, Erica Thomas, come on, man. The crying and all this other shit, and the coon tears and Sambo fucking emotions. It's like, God damn. What is this? And this is not what we need to be teaching our young people too. Like, stop. Too much emotion is filtered into stuff that does not matter. And while you being emotional, these motherfuckers is changing laws and shit and restructuring the laws to benefit them. That's why you niggas ain't getting no income tax back. I didn't know Donald Trump was like, fuck these poor ass niggas. Oh, you a nigga and you poor? Oh man, you a double minority. That's a double negative. You know, when I'm watching this video, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because I knew she was some type of a lawmaker, because that's what the title said, but I didn't know where from. Just like when I watched, I couldn't even watch the whole thing. She was just crying and shit. And it's like, look, man, our forefathers, and I'm not talking about Thomas Jefferson and Andrew Jackson, fuck them motherfuckers. I'm talking about the Denmark Vesey's, the Nat Turners, the Jean-Jacques Dessalines, the Malcolm X's, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's. Them niggas wasn't crying, man. And the Marcus Garveys, them niggas wasn't going on camera and crying. It's like, man, we are a dumbed down collective of melanated people who want to get on camera and cry and buck dance and act like Andre 3000 in the video bombs over Baghdad. It's like niggas get to dancing, want to buck dance, and they're like, what is that, man? And you crying and because you want to, oh, woe is me, and oh, we's a poor black folk, and we just want equal, you know, we want equality, and they told me to go back to my country. I'm waiting for a motherfucker to tell me to go back to my country. I'm gonna say, no, you go back to your country because you here for unearned benefits. You're an immigrant. I'm not the immigrant. My people built this country, not your people. Yeah, right. Once, like I told y'all before, when I was on Twitter, going back and forth with the LBGTQ, LMNOP, XYZ, and all these other suspected white supremacists, every time I start hitting them with books, they had nothing to say. They didn't want to argue with me no more. They just kept calling me a homophobe. Or just, first of all, homophobic means you are afraid of gay people. I'm not afraid of nobody. But I'm damn for sure not afraid to beat somebody's motherfucking ass. They run up on me with that bullshit either. I'll tell you that. But look, this is one thing we gotta learn, and how to conduct business, and how to educate ourselves and arm ourselves with education, and have heavy artillery in education, so when motherfuckers get to chanting out that shit, when motherfuckers get to chanting that, go back to your country and nigga this and all that, you say, oh, thank you for calling me a black guy. 1, 2, why do I need to go back to this country? You're here for unearned benefits, not me. And if they be like, yeah, right, then you can show them this Powernomics book or the Black Labor White Wealth book. Speaking of Powernomics, I need to go check out. Dr. Claude Anderson and Boyce Watkins. I'm blanking. Dr. Claude Anderson and Boyce Watkins, they do this thing once a week. And Dr. Claude Anderson was on there, and he knows this book like the back of his head. And a lot of shit I be forgetting. But that's okay, though. Because it's so funny. You know, I was reading, and go read page 192. You know, we got to know, and it talks about knowing who your competitors are. And it talks about this dude named Michael Lynn. I got that book added to my cart. In his book, The Next American Nation, spoke of how Hispanics inherited affirmative action and other programs that were originally designed to help black Americans because black leadership failed to protest it. Lynn said, one by one, Hispanic mayors will replace black mayors. Hispanic contractors will edge out black contractors. Hispanic quotas in education and hiring will increase. Hispanics will demand their own congressional districts at the price, if necessary, of the destruction of black majority districts. Lynn expressed amazement that black leaders would allow white women and ethnic minorities to replace blacks. And that's all I'm gonna read. That's from Powernomics. Now, and if you don't know what it is, it's on page 192. So I just thought I would read that shit. Oh, what's happening, Joshua? What's going on? Hey, I'm just telling, look, go read Powernomics, go get Black Labor, White Wealth, go get Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome, go get the ISIS Papers by Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. She talks about how they dominate 9 areas of activity. And after you go get that, I would say read the ISIS Papers, and then you need to read A Compensatory Counter-Racist Code. Go get that by Neely Fuller Jr. As Neely Fuller Jr. teaches us that if you don't understand racism and white supremacy, everything else you do will confuse you. And that's a fact. Come on, man. Y'all niggas gotta know what it is. And stop being so emotional. I was like, why is she crying? Like, what are you crying over? What's the crying about? You should be so busy trying to replace the system of white supremacy with a system of justice. You ain't got time to cry. Not like that. You cry, they put their hands on you. That's when you cry. When them white people put their hands on you, then that's when you cry with, oh, they put their hands on me, they're so violent. Then that's when you egg it on. Don't egg it on because they told you to go back to your country. Man, fuck them motherfuckers, man. If you know what your history is, you wouldn't be worried about nobody telling you to go back to your country. I remember that. I mean, you don't think Mexicans and shit would tell niggas that? Nigga, go back to Africa. Because that's what they have been told. Who has socialized the Hispanic community, which Hispanic is not a race. It's not even a race. They just created that term. Just like they created the term African American, all this other shit, which is not even a legal term on the books. That's why you got to go get a Black's Law Dictionary. We got to start reading, man. We got to start separating ourselves from shit that will dumb you down. Right now, I'm reading that Old Time Religion by Jordan Maxwell and Paul Tice. and I forgot the other brother who wrote a chapter in there, and it just basically is reiterating all the shit that they got from the Bible, how they made up the Bible, how they just, okay, you write Leviticus, you write Psalms, you write Solomon. Matter of fact, you can write both books of Solomon, and then Revelations. Ooh, who we gonna get for Revelations? We'll just get somebody and just have them put it in there. And well, where are we gonna get all these ideas from? We're just gonna take it from the niggers. This is where religion comes from anyway. So we'll just take it from them and we'll codify it. And only people that know how to decode it are the people that are gonna know what we're really talking about. That's why if you look at the dollar, it says in God we trust, and then it has a pyramid, and at the top of the pyramid, it has the eye of Horus. The all-seeing eye of Horus. And it talks about, you know, the peak of the pyramid and how they were talking about that and all these little symbols within the Bible. But you know what it is? I learned, this is what I've been learning as I'm reading more and more and more, is that the racism, white supremacy, they have been so good at pumping propaganda to melanated people that we don't even want to read it to see if it's falsified or if there's any truth behind it. And where they get this from? That was always my question as a kid. Where they get this Bible from? And how they know what color he looked like? And all this other shit. That's why I'm getting this book too called The Borgias and Their Enemies, based on Cesare Borgia and Rodrigo Borgia and Lucrezia. You like, who the fuck is this nigga talking about? Cesare Borgia is the nigga that is supposed to be Jesus. That's on every black person's church and every Catholic church. That's Cesare Borgia. Exactly, but we don't know that because we don't go looking for any of this bullshit. We just go by what somebody done told us. And then we get in front of the camera and we, oh Lord, they told me to go back to my country. What? Oh my God, all this other shit. Man, please. You know what's so funny? They'll tell you go back to your country. They'll tell you do all this other shit. But who are the bitches that are in the tanning booths? Who are the bitches that shooting their lips up and shooting their ass full of fake shit? The European culture is so wicked. They got black women doing this shit. It was already, you know, it was shameful to be a melanated sister with a big old ass. Now it's like, oh, well, now you got Kim Kardashian, who's Armenian, white, from the Caucasus Mountains, Armenia, damn near next to Russia, Caucasians. They could speak in their old different language, but I don't give a fuck. They still classify as Caucasian, European. And they knew, oh, okay, but I'm white, so I can pump my lips up and have a big old ass, and black people gonna love it. And once black people love it, white people gravitate towards it. That's why I always bring up Pink. Pink was an ugly white bitch who knew singing white music, she had no lane for her because you're competing against Britney Spears, and Britney Spears was the typical pretty white woman. And you was not going to be able to compete with that because Britney Spears was homegrown from Disney. She was already in the system and integrated. So and Britney Spears looked better than Pink. So bitch, you're not competing with that. And you're an ugly bitch. So that's why she went, oh, well, let me go cross over to the white side. And then once she got what she wanted, where's she at? Let me go cross, well, I'm going to go to the black side real quick and get my fame up. And then once I get my fame up, I'm going to go back to the people that I know. Look at Miley Cyrus. She did the same thing. So while we sitting up there crying and being emotional, they're already strategically making their plans and their rules and what the fuck is going on. Look at George Nader. There's another motherfucker that was sex trafficking. All of a sudden, they got all this shit they've been digging up from 2000 and 2001. So y'all been sitting on this all this time? Oh, y'all just waiting for somebody to leak it. Okay, now they leak it. Now we got to press charges. Now we ain't really heard too much about Jeffrey Epstein. So I'm waiting to see what other nigga they're going to go after now. Because they can only do so much to R. Kelly and Bill Cosby. That's not enough. That's why. What happened to Harvey Weinstein? Didn't he sell it for $50 million? He should have went to jail. No, because Harvey Weinstein controls Hollywood. Matter of fact, Harvey Weinstein got a lot of files on a lot of fucking people that are in positions of power. And that's why they're going to make his shit go the fuck away. And Jeffrey Epstein shit will go away too. And we'll be back to talking shit about R. Kelly. As I'm watching R. Kelly's wife, that ugly caterpillar, ladybug looking bitch in the face, had a nerve to be on TV and she's trying to vilify him all of a sudden. But bitch, you wasn't doing that when you was getting that child support. That's another. I'm tired of these ain't shit motherfuckers that only want to hang around when they get money. Then when you're not getting money, you fucking gone. Then stop acting like you loyal from the beginning. Stop acting like now all of a sudden he's this bad person and he held you down and he did all these horrifying things. And stop. Why is it we're making this a sickness because a motherfucker is staying there for the money? Then when the money is gone, no, that's not no sickness. These bitches are very aware of what type of nigga they dealing with and what the fuck is going on. No, they're a bunch of ain't shit bitches. That's what they are. Who got fucking on the brain and want to commit some fuckery, and then when they get fucked over, then they go on TV and want to cry wolf and do the fucking surviving R. Kelly. What about surviving ain't shit bitches? What about that? Come on, man. Surviving motherfuckers that ain't shit. Period. It's like, goddamn. Why we not protesting George Nader and Jeffrey Epstein and all? Why didn't that hold no fucking protest for them white motherfuckers? Exactly. But y'all did a whole fucking movie about R. Kelly, starring his ugly ex-wife. God damn. I said, God damn, this bitch, you're not a pretty bitch, first of all. And for you to go, you just validating exactly what I thought. Oh, this bitch just wanted some money. She wanted a lifestyle. So as long as R. Kelly was providing a lifestyle, you was all good. And oh my God, if you saw her daughter, oh my God. With that wig that she have on, she got a set it off wig. It's R. Kelly's daughter, oh my God. R. Kelly's daughter looks like a night walker on Fremont in 1998. What is going on with us, man? I'm like, oh my God, this bitch look like she belong on Fremont Street. For all you that are not from Vegas, if you ever watch this shit, Fremont Street is like downtown LA before the Staples Center and all the Kodak Theater and all the other bullshit. They trying to clean that shit up too, but I look at it, it's like, damn, why the fuck are we gotta, come on man, fight back. We have to start fighting back and be on the same code. See, R. Kelly's ex-wife, Andrea Kelly, you're not on code, bitch. You're not on code. And let me tell you, you're gonna be a bum-ass bitch doing reality TV. Pretending like you got a dance studio and you teaching motherfuckers how to dance. But every time I watch you on TV, it looks like you're teaching them how to fuck. Cause it don't look like no dancing to me. It looks like fucking to me. I'm telling you. And this is what we gotta stop promoting. The going at each other once we don't get shit. Now, suppose R. Kelly came back and said, well, bitch, you wasn't saying that when my dick was in your mouth and I was paying all your bills. You wasn't saying none of that shit. Now you saying this shit, see, then he'd be wrong. Then he'd be the aggressor. Man, get the fuck out of here. But we don't have that same energy. Andrea Kelly, why don't you take that same energy and go at Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein and George Nader and Alexander Acosta and all these other motherfuckers that's hiding the real criminals. Man, R. Kelly and Bill Cosby, that's lightweight shit. These niggas got a pimp and hoe ring for children. So, man, I don't want to hear that shit, man. And this shit is internationally known. So I don't understand that. Why we don't keep that same energy towards Harvey Weinstein and the rest of these motherfuckers, man. Oh, let me reject. They on ground. I know they on ground. That's what I was watching. I was watching, and thank you. I'll be blanking when I be doing the podcast. They was on Growing Up Hip Hop, and let me tell you, that Jada Pinkett was using as robbing the banks the first time. God damn, bitch. I can tell R. Kelly ain't paying no goddamn child support. I said, this bitch got a set it off wig on. Man, what the fuck is going on? See, this is why, like, I be watching and looking at shit. See, I'm watching this show, The Loudest Speaker in the Room or something like that. It's based on Roger Ailes, the founder of Fox Network. Hey, now we might not like what Fox got to say. Matter of fact, I think it's funny, it's entertaining. But the series is great. It's on Showtime and it's great. It just shows you how theater, CNN, Fox, ABC, how theater they all are. And I like what his stance was. His stance was, I want loyalty. Fuck all that. We have to have each other's back. Now, you like, why is he talking about that? I'm talking about this because Fox parent company was News Corp, which is owned by Rupert Murdoch. And a lot of and Roger Ailes was like, nah, fuck them. Yeah, they funding us, but that's not our family. We're the family. Loyalty is what matters most. And black people got to start being loyal to each other and stop wanting to fuck each other over every chance you get, and so you can have some type of satisfaction. Let me break this down to you, which brings me to my next topic. ASAP fucking Rocky. Now, ASAP Rocky, looks like you're in a bit of a pickle. Yeah, you in that goddamn Swedish jail, but you was on there talking all that shit about black people and my dad is Barbados and I'm beige, I'm Beijing or beige or some shit like that. It's so funny how niggas don't really, I don't particularly like a motherfucker that come around me, oh, well, I'm Nigerian, or I'm not black. No, nigga, you gonna be black. Why don't you ask Mohammed Noor if he was black when he shot that white bitch and them motherfuckers out, you're guilty, nigga. Fuck a trial. You're guilty, nigga. You shot the bitch. I bet you Mohammed Noor is going, what you gonna do in prison, clown? I'm gonna tell you what you gonna do in prison. This is what you gonna do in prison. You gonna link up with all the other melanated motherfuckers, cause you can't go deal with them Aryans, and the Latino gangs don't like niggas anyway, cause they are in cahoots with the white supremacists. I'm telling you, these are the things that we gotta know. That's why I'm like, while we so busy being emotional, they're changing laws, statutes. Look, let me tell you how cold shit is when you don't pay attention. I'm trying to register my motherfucking car. My car old as motherfucker. I'm trying to register, fuck a new car and fuck a new payment. Now, if you have to get a new payment, hey man, much power to you. But if you don't, hey man, we gonna say, yeah, fuck all that. A car payment is like a goddamn, that's like rent. But anyway, I'm reading on the goddamn card, and the card says, oh, when I go to register the vehicle, the shit says, oh, you need new plates. Because Nevada state law, you have to have new plates every 8 years. I said, nah, ain't that about a bitch? I've been out here over 20 goddamn years. I ain't never heard when y'all enact that goddamn law. That's why I said, damn, I gotta start getting up on my Nevada law. Cause ain't this about a bitch? I'm like, oh, so y'all enacted that shit. Now we have to have new plates every 8 years and all this other shit. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. That's why I look at things, and I look at ASAP Rocky, and I'm like, nigga, you know, I get it. You wearing fashion, and you're around all these, and see, this is what the dominant society does. And this is why you have to get a compensatory counter-racist code of ethics. Get this book. Racial showcasing confusion it just doesn't apply at the goddamn corporate plantation. It applies everywhere. ASAP Rocky, what you are experiencing is racial showcasing confusion. You think because you're a nigga and you're famous and you rap that, oh, well, white people love me. I'm wearing designer clothing and I'm fucking all kinds of bitches and shit. So I don't have those problems until you got locked up in that Swedish jail. Now you have nigga problems now. Looks like you're in a bit of a pickle. His black ass should stay there just so he can understand, nigga, you don't never go against your own. Ever. I don't understand this, but we take pride in doing that. We take pride in crying on camera so we get some type of sympathy from people, and we take pride in sticking it to each other on all fronts. And I don't get it. Oh, what's going on, Johnny Brown? Wait, hello, Queen. Hey, new license plate? Hell yeah, new license plates. Every 8 years. Ain't that a bitch? And I know they just enacted this law because I've been registering my car every 20 years, so don't fucking tell me that shit. And there's other people, I'm like, just like, look, let me tell you something. And this is a little bit off the subject, but I was watching the news how the city councilman, he was like, nah, my constituents are coming to me because they don't like this HOV lane. It's not conducive to everybody else, and it's still a bunch of traffic. So Metro Police Department, if you're in the HOV lane and you only have one person, we're waiving the tickets. Only NHP is writing the tickets. You know why? Because the state has there's no state tax in Nevada, which means they need money. Niggas don't know that Nevada Highway Patrol only make $13.40. They don't make no money. They're the lowest paid in law enforcement. I can make more money working for the city of Las Vegas collecting coins from the parking meters than an NHP. And I ain't got to worry about getting shot, giving niggas tickets, and doing none of that. So you know they ain't making no fucking money. But this is what happens. They're shifting and changing laws. Okay, we'll create the HOV lane and ticket every motherfucker. That's why now it's so funny. I see NHP every goddamn where, on the streets, on the road, every fucking where. Places you have never knew because they need money. So let's just change a reorganization and we'll reorg the fucking laws so we can stick it to them. So while we sit up here crying wolf, we need to be fighting back, banding together, having loyalty with each other. Not doing the APRocky shit. Oh, well, I'm beige. Beige or whatever the fuck he said. And, you know, oh, I don't really deal with that. I don't live in Ferguson, so I don't have to deal with that. And why does everybody have to, you know, why does every black person got to be the speaker? Well, nigga, you black first. So you ain't got shit. You don't got nothing to say. You don't have nothing to say. Okay, I see what it is. And this is what happens when you have racial showcase and confusion. You don't have shit to say, and all you gonna do is be a conformist, a go along to get along motherfucker. Yeah, then you have new license plates. Yeah, damn, more bullshit to get in people's pockets. Exactly. That's why I was looking at this shit and I'm like, okay, well, damn, ASAP, now you locked up. What you gonna do now, clown? Now Donald Trump is gotta get involved. And look, motherfuckers can say what they want about Donald Trump. Let's take it back to what we was talking about originally, the Erica Thomas shit and niggas saying go back to where you live. And let's get on Donald Trump and what he said about the Muslim lady that's in office. Look, let me tell you something. If y'all think I'm worried about Donald Trump telling motherfuckers to go back to their country, man, I don't give a fuck about that shit. That's a distraction. Why they trying to have one world government on y'all asses? Y'all sitting up here worried about that? No, we need to be worried about establishing a system of justice and replacing white supremacy and racism. So stop trying to fight. See, that's the thing. We get into this back and forth with the dominant society. And let me tell you, that's why you got to go get the book White Fragility. Because that's all they going to have. They going to use deflection and use white fragility. And that gets them out of those pickle situations where they have to talk about race. Because most of these young motherfuckers, they are not informed. Too much Instagram, too much Twitter, too much Facebook, too much Snapchat, and not enough. Let me put this shit down for a minute. Let me start educating myself. Because now, if you dumb, that ain't cool no more. You want to have a little bit of knowledge. I'm not saying you got to go read the whole goddamn library. But man, I've been to some people's house, they ain't got a single book. And they glued to the television. I mean, just in a trance. It's called the dummy box for a reason. It's programming, social programming, social engineering. That's why the black community, that's why the child support is so rampant too. You're gonna have a baby with a motherfucker that you don't fuck with like that. Then you're gonna put him on child support. Then y'all gonna be arguing back and forth. Then the child fucking suffers because y'all ain't together and y'all can't work it out. So you go to the dominant society, and guess what? All they want is money. They don't give a fuck about y'all feelings. They don't care about those children. They're gonna regulate what it is. So if that means fucking somebody over royally to the point to where he gotta go live in a cardboard box, or she has to live in a cardboard box, because this motherfucker's taking bitches to court for child support too on some hoe shit. Facts. Going to the dominant society thinking that they are going to be your regulator. Oh, they gonna regulate it all right. They gonna regulate it in such a way where you are like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe that wasn't a good move. Damn, my bad. Because let me tell you something. Just as they regulate child support, don't pay your taxes and see if they don't come for you too. They will send them IRS agents out there to lock you up and throw away the goddamn key. This is why we gotta stop, to me, being emotional, man. It's hard for me to watch videos on YouTube when a motherfucker is crying. Oh no, I can't do it. I just can't do it. But when you watch the Dominant Society's videos and something bad happens, they're like, wow, look at that. Wow, that's terrible. Man, wow, did you look at that? Look at that. Look at those policemen. Wow, they are literally kicking the shit out of that black guy. Wow. And then what do they do? So, officer, you're gonna do that? You're really gonna do that? You're gonna really just beat the shit out of that black guy like that? That's pretty fucking racist to me. That's how they do it. But we don't do that. Oh, look at that motherfucker. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh, that shit. That's what we do. We commentating, we acting just like Regina Hall in Scary Movie. And you like, man, what is that? Go watch Scary Movie, the first one with Regina Hall when she was in the theater. Just narrating the whole goddamn movie. Gotta get out of that, man. Stop being so emotional and woe is me. Look, y'all niggas, go read your history. Let me tell you, there's a book I need to get. It's called White Slaves, African Masters. They know who was in charge. They know who the Moors are. Don't let them give you this impression in your mind that, or frame this picture that the Moors are Arabs. See, that's what, because the Moors used to wear turbans, so they like, oh, those are Arabs. First of all, Arab means wanderer, nomad. Arab is not a fucking race either. Arabs ain't nothing but goddamn sand niggas, dark-skinned Caucasians. And that's a fact. The Moors started out of Morocco, which is in fucking Africa. Isn't French Montana from Morocco? Exactly. But we don't want to do our history. Just like you look at the Italians, the muli, and all this other shit. Because the Italians know what we did to them. Haven't you guys noticed? Most Italians that you meet, they are Masonic educated. And you like, what do you mean? Masonry educated. They know carpentry. They know bricklaying. They know construction. They know electric. They know those things because these are the things that melanated people taught them, which were the Moors. That's why they don't particularly like black people, because they know what we did to them. We gave them education. Italians were dumb, deaf, and blind before we got to their country. Sicily and Italy. Period. Know that and remember that. Go Google it and look it up. People, and let me read the chat. Oh, she laughing. People need to learn to not let external events govern your internal conditions. Fuck Trump. Exactly. Look, this is what you want. See me? I like my races up front. We don't sell nigga pies here. That's what I like. Because you can respect those motherfuckers. That's why the Nation of Islam, that's why our black leaders back in the day, they would meet with the heads of the KKK. Okay, y'all stay on this line, we stay on this line. Because there's a mutual respect. You want white supremacy, we want black supremacy. So, okay, fine. We stay in that line. I don't like cowardly racists that throw the rocks and hide, smile with melanated people. That's what the corporate plantation has created. They have created docile racism, where it's more subtle and it's it's beyond compliant. That it's like, oh well, those are the policies. You know, that's what it is, LaQuisha. You know, I'm sorry. You know, she came to HR and said that she fared for her job, so you know we're letting you go. That's considered, a threat. That type of shit. And let me tell you this. Let me just tell you this. There's no corporation in this United States of America Incorporated that a nigga is running behind the scenes or in front of the scenes. So stop having these fictitious goals in your head that, oh, I'm gonna be the CEO of this company. Well, you better get ready to do a lot of ass kissing and conforming and bootlicking and all the bullshit, because that's the only way you're gonna get there. Because you're not getting there being who you are. Because who you are, that means you are concerned about your people. That means you are self-educated in who you are and where you come from. And you know how to be like, man, fuck Trump. He always been that way. Why I just don't understand why everybody's acting like this shit is so different. Like, why is it that people like Erica Thomas will go on social media and cry wolf when Nigga, racism, why is everybody trying to associate Donald Trump with racism? Like he's the inventor of racism. No, he's not the inventor of racism. Come on, man. And that it just started. Like we just woke up one day and Donald Trump is in office and now, oh, bam, you guys are niggers and monkeys and all this. Nigga, that shit been going on. You better read The Fall of America by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Come on, man. There's too many books out there to read. You better go read The Matrix of Power by Jordan Maxwell. He clearly says it. All religions borrow from other religions. Most religions borrow from other religions. But all religions that borrow, they borrow from Africa. And when I mean Africa, I mean black people. I mean Egypt, I mean Africa, I mean black people. That's exactly what he said. Go get the book, Matrix of Power. Facts. Go read Sex Symbol Stars. Go read these books that I've actually read. And I'm like, oh shit. But we sitting up here and looking at the King James book and we taking that book literally. Now, why is it we'll take that book literally when it's not based on no facts? These are no fucking facts. It's based on the greatest story ever told. We will take that book literally and praise it and show homage to it. But when a nigga tell you, hey man, go read this book. This was wrote by a brother. Go read this book, man. It was wrote by a brother, a black brother. Ah, man, I ain't trying to read that shit. Niggas will talk shit about that book all day long, but when you be like, man, fuck that that Bible, some motherfuckers made that up. We don't, and then when you go looking at the translation and all this other shit, you're like, oh, they was really fucking with niggas. So it's like, come on, man. We'll take that book literal, but we won't take books that our own people wrote. It takes white people to write shit about us for us to be like, wow, look at what this person wrote. Come on, man. And it's always 12 years of a slave and all this other bullshit and shit to deter our confidence in who we are and not know that we are gods. We are the gods. No, because we too busy sitting around the TV getting pissed off about every fucking thing that Donald Trump says. Man, let me tell y'all something. I'm so glad that I self-educated myself, especially after that Obama shit. I was just like, God damn, man. Like, he literally did not say shit. So many niggas died and he really didn't say shit. Like, hey, this racism is real. And there are a lot of people that are white that don't like black people just because of the color of their skin. And a lot of people that are white that abuse their authority at these corporate America jobs that make it twice as difficult for black people to excel. We got to work twice as hard. That's the shit he should have said. We have to work twice as hard to get into positions of power. Whereas white people, they get it off GP. That's why I laugh at white people. I don't give a fuck if they got degrees. I be laughing at them. It's your system, nigga. Why would I be impressed by you excelling in your system? That's why they put Jeff Bezos and everybody in front of you. Oh, like he's some wizard. It's his system. His daddy gave him $350,000 in the 80s. Late 80s, early 90s, right? Which is equivalent to $3.5 million today. That's like a white person's daddy giving him $3.5 million today and say, go start a business. And then fucking 20 years from now, his business is like the best business in the world. Well, white privilege. Come on, man. That shit exists. And it's time for us as a people to stop acting like hoe-ass motherfuckers and throwing each other on the bus, even on the corporate plantation. Hey, man, have your own code of conduct, even when you don't like niggas. You ain't got to speak to them, but don't get around other white motherfuckers and start talking shit about them. Because they not going to do that to you. And even when they do that, they're playing the game to loop you in and bait you. So you can start talking shit, and then they going to run behind you, tell the other person, and then go tell the supervisor and tell HR, and before you know it, they all done gang up on you, and you the fuck out of there. That's why I don't smile with people. That's why you got to know how the game is played. Know the game. Don't be so emotional. That's how they get us. They get us through our emotion. The dominant society has learned not to have any emotion at all. At all. Stop thinking everybody's your friend. We have no allies. How many times does Dr. Claude Anderson have to preach and teach this to us? We ain't got no friends, goddammit. All we got is us. And that's all we need to know. I was reading this other shit on Twitter, and I was very irritated about that shit. I was irritated about the APRocky shit, because it's like, well, nigga, you should put out a press release like, if you can, like, nigga, I'm gonna just do the time. It's me. No, but I'm pretty sure you ready to get the fuck up out of there. And you want every black activist and every motherfucker in town to fucking cry wolf for you, but you talking shit about niggas. We gotta stop that, man. I was watching this shit and just reading this shit on Twitter about Marsharli Ali. The nigga that's been in a lot of shit. He was in Moonlight and he was in a lot of different movies. He's playing the new Blade. Now, Marvel got a lot of fucking nerve. Because Denzel, not Denzel, I said Denzel, but Wesley Snipes saved Marvel. Let me take y'all back. I know, because I went and saw that movie with my family. I went and saw that movie out here in Vegas. Blade, the first goddamn Blade, came out in 97. Box office, that's why they made it a franchise. Where the fuck was Marvel at before then? They was nowhere. Go look Marvel up before Blade. Marvel didn't get popping until after fucking Blade. Blade carried them from the 90s, the late 90s, all the way into the 2000s. And then they still was kind of fucking up a little bit because the X-Men weren't that great, but they were good enough, which gave them time to really get popping with the Iron Mans and all this other shit. But it wasn't Iron Man that got Marvel popping, it was fucking Blade. And when it was Blade, it was Wesley Snipes. It was his idea. And it was his idea to have Black Panther then. 20-something years ago. Now you got another nigga to do it. Ain't that a bitch? Another nigga to play Blade. See how they do us? You ain't gonna have another nigga play Tony Starks, are you? Man, get the fuck out of here, man. This type of shit, we go support it. I ain't gonna lie, I watch it for the coding. Because let me tell you something. And you like, why you watch it, Warren? Let me tell you why I watch it. Let's just take Thor for an example. Thor, the hammer, the god of thunder. Thor is fashioned and likened, we can liken Thor to Horus. The god, the axe god, the hammer god. You know who Horus was? Born from Isis, an Egyptian god. Horus is equivalent to Jesus. But they're not going to teach you that. You got to go read that for yourself. That's why we, as a people, got to start reading. And I'm not talking to everybody else. I'm talking about us. We shouldn't have a whole bunch of white Egyptologists. We shouldn't have a whole bunch of white people teaching us what the fuck our history is. We should be teaching that. So we got to start looking at our elders like Dr. Claude Anderson, Dr. James Smalls, Dr. John Henry Clark, Dr. Hiawatha Khamenei, also known as Booker T. Coleman. We need to start looking at people like Brother Reza Islam. Even though he's young, he's still a teacher. He's got knowledge. Why is it takes a white now I bet you for the white motherfucker came out here and said, "Ooh, don't take those vaccinations, don't take the flu vaccine, none of that, it's killing y'all." Then we'll be like, "Oh, you heard what that white man said? Master said don't take that." But you got a whole bunch of melanated people talking about, "Hey man, this shit is bad for you. It's killing people." But since they black, or you gotta sell your soul, or you got a coon. That's why I like my podcast the way the fuck it is. I don't give a fuck if 2 people watch it every time. I like it that way. You know why? Because I don't want a whole bunch of people on here. Because I don't want fake, phony, going with the tide motherfuckers that, oh, well, it's cool to go over there and listen to Warren's podcast. All right, let me go listen to it now. Nah, fuck that. I don't want all that because I don't want a whole bunch of members. I don't want a whole bunch of people that's listening that I really don't know. You know why? Because those are the type of people that are provocateurs and get your channel shut down and troll and do the clown shit. I don't want none of that shit on my channel. So that's why you don't see me on here buck dancing and cooning and doing anything to get people on my channel. I may laugh and joke and do certain things, but nah, I'm not finna coon and I'm not finna go against my people on here on some Sambo shit to get people. Nah, fuck that. Cause that's why I'm not. That's what he said. Look, let me tell you something right now. I'm not on here to make a whole bunch of money. Fuck all that. For what? Let me tell you something. Sometimes it's good not to have a whole bunch of money. That I've learned. You're like, well, Warren, you ain't got shit. Let me tell you something. I got more than what I had 20 years ago. And that's for the people around you and to understand that you have to mentally grow and mature. That's what I've been learning. That's why when I read, I'm always like, oh, damn, that's crazy. Because a lot of the shit that we've learned as melanated people have been socially engineered by the dominant society. This is not us teaching us. It's them teaching us. My suggestion to a lot of people, get your kids in a school where it's a black teacher and they're going to teach your kids what's really going on. Teach your kids to get a trade, electrician, plumber, sheetrock, something. so they can always be employed. Let's start teaching our young melanated people how to code. I would suggest all our black people go watch Silicon Valley. It may be dumb and geeky, but go watch that. Go watch these shows that they put on HBO and Showtime and they put on Netflix. Watch them. There's coding. You know, the secret codes and jewels and shit that they drop. Like Roger Dell says, he's like, we don't just report the news, we create the news. Facts. This is what you have to understand what life is about. It's forever, change is constant. So if you think, oh man, I'm gonna be able to just bounce, rock, and roller skate, because there's a lot of niggas out there that ain't gonna stand for shit, and they gonna be like, ooh, you's crazy. You know, why you saying that? You smile more and all this other stuff. Look, when you melanated and you in the United States of America, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If you're smiling too much, oh man, he's gotta be more serious and be more, conduct himself better. If you conduct yourself in a serious manner all the time, Jerome, what's going on, Tyrone? Like, goddamn, man, you used to laugh and joke, and now you're not saying anything. Is there a problem? No, man, I just want to be more serious and be more informed. And then behind closed doors, he was such a funny nigger. I don't understand what happened to him. That's how they think. That's why you have to become introverted, compartmentalize all that emotion that you have, even when you're gonna get emotional. That's why I feel like that's another thing I want to talk about. All this, go see a therapist. All this, go see a quack, a doctor. And it's important, to black people, because you got people, hey man, to each his own. But let me tell you this, ask Harriet Tubman if she had time to go see a therapist. What about Dan Mark Vesey? Or Marcus Garvey? Or Jean-Jacques Dessalines? Or Latoussaint L'Ouverture? Ask them. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, Brother Reza Islam. Go ask those brothers if they go fucking see some fucking therapist and all they gonna do is fucking write down your shit and spin you off, and they gonna put a blindfold over your eyes and spin you around 1,000 times and then push you, and then you're gonna be walking around in the dark. Or you can talk to your brother or your sister and tell them what the fuck is really going on. And what melanated people gotta stop doing is gossiping. And stop looking at people from a perspective of condescension. Just because people have real problems, you like looking at them like, look at them, they bum ass nigga, this bum ass bitch. Nah. Is it a lot of bum ass bitches, bust down bitches? Hell yeah. But there's a lot of quality women that's out there that really just need a lending ear. There's a lot of quality niggas out there just really need a lending ear. And they want good sound advice. But niggas are so in competition with each other, we don't even want to sit down and have an honest conversation with each other, and not about going at each other, about life and about entrepreneurialism and about like, fuck man, I'm tired of working this corporate plantation. Woo woo, man, maybe we need to put a plan together. Woo woo woo. And some people want to work for the corporate plantation. That's good for them. But some people, they honestly just want to have their own business and do their own fucking thing. That's what they want to do. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, it is up to us to have each other's back, not nobody else. Stop expecting everybody to speak up for you. I learned that a long time ago. Look, these are true stories. I'm telling you, one day I'm gonna write a book. These are true stories. And a lot of this shit, motherfuckers will see. I've been in these situations. Niggas ask me why niggas say nigga. Now, these are Tupac fans that listen to Tupac, but now all of a sudden you want to ask me the dumbest question on this planet. And it's not from a place of wanting to be educated. It's from a place of ignorant, dumb, deaf sarcasm to me. Like, well, I'm gonna play dumb, but I'm really being sarcastic, because how could you be a Tupac fan and then walk up to a black person and say, well, why do you guys say the N-word? Think about that. That's why I try to tell people, you better stop cheering on all these other races and cheering on your own race, because we all we got. Better start having conversation with each other and stop, and what a lot of it is niggas get money. Oh, go see a therapist. Go see a therapist. Go do this, go do that. And it's like, go see a therapist? Why you just can't talk to your brother? Why you just can't talk to your sister? Why you just can't have a honest conversation about life? Like, man, this shit is stressing me the fuck out. And let me tell my brother and sister, when somebody tell, hey man, this shit is really stressing me out, don't be like, well shit, you think that's stressed out. Look, it's not a competition on who's the biggest slave. That's the problem. We in such competition with each other, you can't even sit down and have a decent conversation about moving forward and being on the same page. Solidarity. So one thing about those Latinos, they know how to put their differences aside to go work on those houses and get the job done. They know how to sit in a hot ass heat and fucking mow those lawns and do what the fuck they need to do to make sure their family is surviving. So they can have their F-150s and their Escalades and their nice house, even though there's 1,000 of them motherfuckers living in them houses. But it don't matter. They know how to come together for a common goal. Now, have they had help? Hell yeah, they've had help. Latinos, sorry, but this is where you're probably gonna get upset at me. You're not fooling me. You've had assistance from the United States of America Incorporated to surpass melanated people. You know why? Because you guys are not threats like we are. Y'all did not build this country. And if you have Latino friends, if I do, and if they want to get offended, fine. Then we can talk about it. But once I start throwing these books at them, they're going to be like, oh, well, I didn't know that. Or I didn't know this either. Or I didn't know that. And that's what life is about, having open dialogue. Now, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of shit that Latinos don't like about what black people do. But I particularly don't give a fuck because we built this country. And here's the issue that melanated people need to understand. Like Roger L. said, whoever wins writes history. That's what Roger L. said. So if you're winning, you write the history. That's why you can't find those books about the Moors and what the Moors were responsible for and what melanated people are responsible for. I got a book about the inventions that melanated people are responsible for. I'll get to that book. But you know what they're not going to tell you? Because white people, they did something that was very brilliant. They bought the patent office. So if they own the patent office, then sorry, nigger, those inventions that you got, you mean our invention now, nigger. Not your invention, but our invention. That type shit. And this is what we don't understand. And we give them Elon Musk, he's so smart. You know, he's got the all-electric car, and the Teslas are nice cars. And they're all electric shit. They help on the goddamn gas bill. But I'll tell you this, Elon Musk studied Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla studied the ancient Egyptians. Facts. That's who he studied. That's how he was able to convert that water and shit into electricity. He said, oh, we can have electricity for everybody. And guess what JP Morgan said? Fuck that, nigga. Don't you tell a motherfucker that we can give it free to everybody. Nigga, we about to make money off this shit. And JP Morgan to this day is one of the wealthiest men probably in the world. His family is. That's why when you look up his name, as I always say, it's some fictitious number. 400 trillion or 400 billion, some bullshit number. That's a fact. People hate the truth and the real ones know their shit. And we gotta be that way. Oh, yes, they are thieves. You stolen this land. People don't even know the United States of America, the way that the Constitution and shit, they are trustees over the land. They don't own the land. They just got everybody thinking that they own the land. They are trustees over the land, which means they're just trustees. They're governors of the land. That's why they're trying to switch the NBA from owners to governors, because owners sounds too much slave-like. So they want to make sure they're governors. But if you're smart, you'll know that that's what they said back in the day. Instead of slave owner, it'd be slave governor. That shit. Coding, codifying, words, you know, the fuckery with the words. That's why you like pharmacy. Pharmacy means poisoner, clown. And there's a difference between money and currency. These are things that we gotta understand. There's a difference between wealth and income. You know, your income is just to pay your bills, to pay off your liabilities. But wealth supersedes income. Because wealth is the abundance of assets minus your liabilities. And there's a whole lot of niggas with a whole lot of liabilities. Hell, everything is a liability. But we don't know that because we don't want to educate ourselves by simply getting with people that are a little bit more educated than us. Look, let me tell you something. It was hard to get with people because I started asking questions. I'm like, damn, how they don't know that? Or how do you not know this? And I just wanted more info. And I'm like, and a lot of the info was like, man, look, man, no diss to religion, but there was a lot of shit about that Bible. But I'd be like, well, how do we know that these people are coming from a pure standpoint? And this shit is not based off facts. And Why is it when you ask the common preacher if Jesus was black, they'll bounce around? Oh, God has no color. Jesus has no color. We don't know what color he is. But you got that picture of Cesare Borgia in your church. I don't understand that shit. These are things that I don't understand. And 20-some goddamn years later, I'm reading for myself. Oh, Jesus is really Horus. That's who he is. Oh, and Moses was he worshiped the moon. And he didn't like magic and sorcery and astronomy and astrology. He didn't like seers. Oh. But in the Bible, you practiced the shit too, because you threw your staff down and turned into a snake and ate all the other magician snakes up. And why is it where they were in Egypt land, but we ain't talking about the goddamn pyramids? Why is that we're not talking about the pyramids in the Bible, but the pyramids are the most revered thing on this planet Earth? It's the goddamn pyramids. The only reason why they ain't torn that shit down, because they make so much money out there. That's why they don't want to tear it down. But if they could, the dominant society would have gotten rid of that shit. That's why Napoleon blew up the noses on the Sphinx, because he knew it was melanated. And he had such a complex. He didn't like niggas so much because they had already kicked his motherfucking ass. Blow the noses off. Facts. That's why the things that the ancient Egyptians, the ancient Africans were doing, like the sound chamber that could naturally heal your body with the chanting and the sound, they were just brilliant. The transmigration of the spirit, all these things come from us. They stole this shit, and then the same people that stole it is giving it to you back, and when they regurgitate it back, they have filtered through and took out the jewels and giving you the fuckery shit. That's why they got you thinking that voodoo and everything else is a boogie boogie boogie. That bullshit. The shit that Child's Play that he was practicing when he was transmigrating, he was transferring his spirit into another doll. That's African shit. But they got you thinking of boogie boogie boogie. That bullshit. Man, get the fuck out of here. Look, let me tell you something. I'm only scared of a motherfucker that's dominant, a part of the dominant society that look like Michael Myers. That's who I'm scared of. And it's a bunch of you motherfuckers that's out here that's like that. And they got guns too, and they killing us with impunity. That's what I'm scared of. And that's what we need to be worried about. And stop getting on social media and crying and doing the APRocky and talking shit about us. Come on, man, I gotta love APRocky, but goddamn, nigga, this is kind of this on you though. So you get around the dominant society, they making you feel good. You fucking all these white bitches and all this other shit. Look, let me tell you, if you had a real white bitch in that camp, they'll tell you, hey man, don't say that. Don't say that shit, man. That ain't cool. Oh, but nah, man, don't say that. That ain't cool, man. Don't say that about your people, man. That shit is not cool. That's what a real white motherfucker around you would say. And they would tell you that's cowardly, dude. Don't say that. Because if you was poor and broke, you be talking all kinds of shit about black people, about white people. It's so funny when the niggas ain't got no money, they talk all this shit about white people. And then once they get to a certain level of success, oh man, white people ain't that bad. You know, man, white people just want to see, they just want us to work hard, man. You know, that shit. Into each his own. Stand up and fight. Don't be cowardly. Don't be a coon. And fight doesn't mean knock somebody upside their head and get a fucking case. Fighting means be strategic. Have strategies in plan. You at your corporate plantation, be a strategist. Don't be a motherfucker that's emotional and going about the way. You can allow them to think that you're emotional, but really inside your head, you like laughing like, oh good, this is perfect. Because this is what I'm just here to do my job and going about my way. Remember, outside of the corporate plantation, stop trying to go get every other race to be a black activist for us. You are the activist. You find something on YouTube, you put it on Facebook, that's activism for your people. Fuck all that expecting everybody else to do it for you, because they're not. They're laughing at us and they think we're a joke because we're disaggregate people, we don't get along, we judge each other, and we don't want to see each other make it. So what are you in this world? Because I strive every day to make sure I'm educating myself on how important it is for us to stick together. Hey man, it's been fun, it's been real. That time went by fast as a motherfucker. This is the No I Don't Know TV series, podcast, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it. Hey man, love, live life. Guilty niggas, I'm out. Peace.